Welcome back to Beat the Bookie, the show that we bring you on the upper tier on YouTube, where we try to make you a few quid by taking out our picks and tips for the Premier League action at the weekend. Joining me as always on these shows, a man who likes a nail flutter, the Dazzler, Mystic Mac. How are we, Darren?
I'm okay, Niall. Would have been a little bit better had some of my bets come off this week. You know how close I was this week, pal. I hit the crossbar on 4 or 5 occasions, I think. All for nice, tidy sums. But listen, I have a couple of nice ones for the weekend, so hopefully we can get our fans and our subscribers a couple of pounds in our back pocket coming into January.
Nice. I went back and I had a look at last week's show, and just to let people know, I did land a 9-1 treble. So not too bad. Not too bad at all.
I think that was from our friend in Donegal.
It was from our friend.
John.
Yeah.
I think it might have been John, yeah, because I was listening to it as I was out walking the dog the other day and I was listening through it, you know. I know people are probably thinking, you listen back to your own show. That's right, we're that bad around here. But
only on the betting one on the predictions.
Yeah. But I just wanted to see did we pick any up, and we did. It was obviously there was a nice 9-1 winner there for anybody that was listening, you know.
And a tip for you content creators out there, if you do want to listen back to your show, audio is the way to go.
Absolutely.
100%. Let's get into this quick rundown through the fixtures. Arsenal versus Man City, Watford versus Tottenham, Leicester versus Norwich is postponed. As we know, Norwich asked for the game to be called off COVID outbreak. Crystal Palace versus West Ham, Leeds versus Burnley, Southampton versus Newcastle, Everton versus Brighton, Brentford versus Aston Villa, Chelsea versus Liverpool, and rounding out at Old Trafford on Monday evening, Man United versus Wolves. Some great fixtures, a proper festival of football over the new year. We're touching wood here big time that no more of them get called off. It really kills our bets at times when that happens. And we would also mention to all our viewers and listeners, always gamble responsibly. Don't be gambling with money that you cannot afford. This is supposed to be fun and not a means of income.
100%. Absolutely. I couldn't echo those sentiments anymore, my friend.
Yeah. Even though we've hit the bar a few times now in the last week or two for some decent.
Yeah, we have, but you know, we're doing it for a passing interest, and we're doing it that, you know, when we're looking at the games of an evening, we've a little bit of interest in them, because otherwise there's 4 championship games on and a Premier League game. You haven't got an awful lot of interest, have you?
No disrespect to our Leeds versus Burnley fans, but if you want to watch that match, you better have a bet on it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, now you should mention it. I have got a little bit of Leeds Burnley in one of my bets, so we'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely. We'll kick it off with Dean, who joins me always on the Shankly Sessions, our mate Dino on the network here. He sent in his 2 bets this evening. The first one was he had Man City, Leicester, Watford, Palace and Brighton, which would have paid 89-1. But obviously Leicester comes out of that now. So I think it's probably somewhere around 36-37-1, I'd say. Interesting accumulator there. City, Watford, Palace and Brighton.
Nothing wrong with it at all. You know, I think the Palace game is probably the big one, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, listen, it's a solid bet.
And Watford to beat Tottenham. Big call.
That's a big call.
That's bigger than the Palace one.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably steer clear of that one myself, if I'm honest, but listen, we'll wait and see.
He also sent in a bet builder for the Super Sunday, Chelsea versus Liverpool. You'll kind of agree with him. Anyone who's watched our Premier League preview will see what Darren was talking about when we previewed Chelsea versus Liverpool. He said Liverpool to win, Mo Salah first goal scorer, and Mo Salah to score 2 or more. And that is 17-1.
That's a tidy bet. Liverpool win, Salah to get the first one, and Salah to get a second any other time in the game. I think that's 17-1. I think that's a great price. I think Dino could be onto something there.
Yeah, very good. Who else came in? Seamus from over in Galway. We got Seamus on the show. He sent in his 2 accumulators for Saturday and Sunday. His Saturday accumulator also included Leicester, so we kind of have to take it out of it to adjust the odds. But he has Arsenal and City a draw. He had Tottenham to win, Palace and West Ham a draw. Leicester obviously comes out. So you're looking at about 22-1 for that 23-1.
Not too bad. There's a bit of value there, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, obviously the City one is the tough one, really.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I can't say it myself, Seamus, but you know, Stranger Things and all that. We don't play football on paper.
Now, his Sunday one is a really interesting one. His Sunday one is Leeds and Burnley a draw, Southampton to win, Brighton to win, Aston Villa to win, and Chelsea and Liverpool a draw. Pays 130-1. I think that's a nice bet.
It's not a bad bet, I'll have to say. It's not a bad bet. You know, you're looking for an awful lot of things to go your way. But, you know, it's not impossible. Absolutely not. I would say the odds are quite fair for what you're after. Yeah.
I dropped a couple of bets in here as well, the ones that you like, obviously the both teams to score and the result and all that. So for my both teams to score, I did Arsenal City, I did Chelsea Liverpool, I did Palace West Ham, and I did United and Wolves 8-1. Not great odds, but a reasonably solid bet.
Yeah, and I mean the great thing about that bet is you're not wondering or you're not worried about who's winning games. And sometimes a team can be 3 or 4 up, and it only takes, you know, a late Arsenal goal to really help your bank balance, you know. So yeah, that's.
I was looking at it and I was thinking plenty of goals in each of those teams. And at absolutely. 8-1, throw a tenner on, you get 90 quid back. It's not a bad bet at all.
No, absolutely not.
Then I went in. This is one you'll really enjoy. Both teams to score on the result. So I went Man City over Arsenal. I went West Ham over Crystal Palace, Brighton over Everton, Southampton, and Wolves. I did Wolves to beat United. Now I'm skating a little bit there, but it worked wonders for my odds.
That's going to be, I was going to say that's going to be 4 figures anyway.
2,415-1. Wolves to beat United and both teams to score is 9-1 on its own.
You see, because it means Wolves have to get a minimum of 2, and United only get 1. Listen, we can't say it's not going to happen, but we know why the odds are so big, don't we? There's an awful lot. There's an awful lot going on there.
As the show on Netflix says, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, that's it.
I did the over 2.5 goals as well, and I did Arsenal City, take Leicester and Norwich out. I had them in there though. Palace West Ham, Chelsea Liverpool, and United Wolves 12-1.
That's not bad at all. I like that one, over 2.5.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, that's good. Other than obviously Leicester having to come out.
Now this is the final one I'm going to give you from me. Anytime goal scorer. So I went with Mo Salah. I went with a man that you really admire, Bernardo Silva. Neil Maupay, Ward Prowse, and Son for Tottenham. 100-1.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be solid as well when there's a 5th one in there. You know, yeah, listen, again, will I be shocked if all 5 of them scored over the weekend? Absolutely not. You know, I won't be if I had a lot of them in my fantasy as well, by the way. I'd be delighted.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as well. That's going to be our charity bet this week. And our charity bet this week, if it comes up, we're going to give it to the DSPCA, because we know it's always a rough time for pets and stuff like that, post-Christmas and stuff like that. So that's what we're going with. Give us your 2.
Yeah, so, you know, I like the result on both teams to score. That's my favourite bet. That's my bet of choice. If I only had one bet on a Saturday afternoon, I would pick a couple of teams to win, and I would pick them with both teams to score. So this week I have 3 teams. I have Spurs, result on both score 23-10. I have Brighton, result on both to score 9-2, and I have Liverpool, result on both to score 16-5. As a treble, Spurs, Brighton, and Liverpool all to win. All 6 teams to score will pay you 75-1.
Nice. That Brighton odds there alone, Brighton about to score at 9-2 is a tidy little bet on its own, even.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah. So I like that now. I have to say 75-1.
It's nice. Yeah.
15 euro will pay just over 1,000.
If our viewers haven't realised at this stage, normally the way we construct our odds and stuff like that is we nearly look for a tenner to return us 1,000 or we're not interested.
Yeah, we have standards around here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And my second one, again, another one of my favourites. I hit the bar with this week. I was waiting on Jerry Yates from Blackpool to score to make me about 670 quid, I think it was, 630 maybe. I had him in with Lukaku, and I had Ben Blair and Diaz, and I had somebody else. Can't remember who the third one was, but Jerry Yates let me down. Had a goal-bound effort blocked on the line by one of the Middlesbrough defenders. It was, and but this weekend I have gone with Mohamed Salah, 11 to 10, going back to his old club Chelsea. There's a little bit of a team on a couple of these with that, going back to the old clubs. I mentioned it earlier on. Going back to Leeds, Chris Wood, 13 to 8, going back to another old stomping ground of his. And Edison Cavani, he was okay tonight for United. Obviously scored last weekend. Newcastle did all right tonight, got the full 90 minutes. Ronaldo didn't. I think Cavani's going to get on the score sheet against Wolves. He is 5 to 4 to score anytime. And lastly is Ilkay Gundogan, who is 13 to 5, takes most of the penalties at Man City. And I see City getting a penalty this weekend against Arsenal because I think there's going to be panic in the Arsenal defence. I'm pretty sure he got a penalty there last season, and I'm going to bet he gets another one there this season. The four lads, anytime goal scorers, that's Mohamed Salah, Edison Cavani, Chris Wood, and Ilkay Gundogan, 45 to 1.
Big call, Gundogan up against Ramsdale. Fair play.
Oh, listen, go big or go home, isn't it?
Yeah, Ramsdale's the man. Yeah, nice picks there. Nice one. Just a couple of bets that came in for our resident referee, Mark. Sent in a few late ones there. I know he's out today having a good time with a friend from Cork.
We're a little bit envious, aren't we?
We are a little bit jealous. I could tell.
We're a little bit jealous.
I could tell by your WhatsApp messages today. Now you were missing out.
I was a little bit jealous. I think I might have even shown the wife and gone, look, Mark's in the pub. It's 2:00. Mark's in the pub already. And she said, but that's because he's going home early. And I said, no, it's not, because it says he's going home to watch the United game at 8:15, and he's bringing cans home. So there you go.
Happy days.
While I'm cleaning dog shit up in the back garden.
Welcome to my world. But here we go. His goal scorer, about anytime goal scorer, Maddison, Conor Gallagher, and
Maddison's
Kane.
gone, obviously.
Oh, Maddison's gone, is he? Oh,
Maddison's gone because of Leicester. Yeah,
absolutely.
And again, Maddison was going back to an old stomping ground of his against Norwich. He's a former Norwich player, so yeah, I like that one. And the boy Conor Gallagher, I don't know if he'll be back this weekend. I know he was out last weekend. I'm not sure if it was COVID related. I think it may have been, because on the fancy football app, I think I saw illness. So I'm not sure whether he's back. And then Kane, I think Kane's a great bet anytime, but the price isn't going to be great on its own.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. These were sent to me, obviously, with a few points of being consumed. The other bet that he sent in was obviously the one he does his United bet every week. So he did Bruno anytime and United to win 2-1. I think it comes in about, I think it's like 12 or 14 to 1, I think, when I looked at it. It's not a huge price for a goal scorer and a score, correct score, but not a bad bet. Bruno, that was a big call, I suppose, because, I mean, hasn't been in goal scoring form really.
Considering he's not taking penalties anymore, it's a really big call, isn't it?
Yeah.
He obviously got the hat trick on the fourth day of the season. And, we talked about how, we thought that was obviously putting the wheel in motion for a big year for him, but it hasn't been really, has it? He's been miles away from where we wanted to see him, and I think being out of the team tonight, obviously on a suspension for whinging. He probably picked up all of his bookings for whinging. I'd imagine very few for tackles. He really needs to go and start stamping his authority on the team again now from Monday night, if I'm honest.
I wonder, will he slot straight back in? Tonight was a different dynamic, wasn't it?
Tonight was a different dynamic. Again, I think it's something, I think we're probably going to go game to game now at the minute, rather than playing this press all the time. I think it's going to go game to game. And I think you should want to look at how to beat the team in front of us and prepare the team game to game and go, okay, this is the tactics we're going to employ to beat Burnley. These are the tactics we're going to employ to beat Wolves. These are the tactics we're going to employ to beat West, and
this is who we need.
and this is who we need. And this is, you're going to have different courses for different courses. I know from hearing, United players speak over the years that this was something Ferguson always did. He'd kind of tell a lad, you're not playing on Saturday, but I want you to be ready in 10 days' time against Spurs because they've got a right back who does this and I want you to do this. And they said all of a sudden they realised, I've been dropped. But it was only after, because they went, he hyped them up to get ready for this. So I'm almost giving you a rest so you're ready in 10 days' time. And then the boys would go, yeah, Gaffer, no problem. Yeah, can't wait for that. And they go, fucking hell, I've just been dropped.
Yeah, because you wouldn't dare answer them back.
Yeah, but he put that kind of a spin on it that I'm saving.
Yeah.
I have a job in mind for you, and it was brilliant listening to it,
Yeah, that's a different footballing world that we have now, though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I don't think if you turned around on Monday and you said you were dropping Cristiano Ronaldo because we have you for a big game on Saturday that we need you for, I don't think that sits with a boy like Cristiano Ronaldo. I think you can convince Nicky Butt about that and Anderson and lads like that, and you can say that's how it is. But I don't think you convince everyone on that at the moment.
No, probably wasn't dealing with all of the personalities that we've got, in a minute,
Yeah, plus it's easy to drop that. It's easy to drop those method of madness when you're playing really well and you're winning things and you're in a winning team. Like, there's nothing wrong with being on the bench in a winning team either. It still feels good,
Absolutely.
Well, this has been your Beat the Bookie, the show we bring you each week on the upper tier on YouTube, where we try to make you a few quid. Again, always gamble responsibly. Let us know your picks and tips down in the comments, obviously, as well. Let us know what you're thinking of doing. If you are breaking out those coupons, tomorrow is Friday. This is when the show will drop. You will be finished up in work early, I'd imagine. It's New Year's Eve. Break out those coupons and make it a good New Year's.
I spend a little bit of time on Saturday afternoon. I told you I don't like to have me bet until, maybe about 2:30 when I've seen teams come out and stuff like this. And I'd be in the height of concentration as I'm going through and breaking these games down in my head. And my little girl is 4 and she regularly say to me, Daddy, I say, what's wrong, sweetheart? Are you trying to make paper? I am, darling, yeah.
Brilliant.
And she's doing this.
You have to break them in young, don't you?
Oh, listen, Daddy, are you trying to make paper? That's exactly what I'm trying to do, sweetheart.
Bank.
Brilliant.
Brilliant, absolutely. Well, this is obviously your Beat the Bookie show. Absolutely brilliant story there from Darren. We hope to try and make you a few quid, so we start off 2022 on a buzz. As always, please head over, drop a subscribe on the channel, help us grow here as we do these shows. If you want to contact the show, you'll get us on Twitter at _upper_tier. You can email us the uppertierpodcast@gmail.com. You'll get us on Facebook, Instagram. We're out there on TikTok, I should say. Darren is setting it alight out there with his Fred stuff. A lot of Man United fans going in on him there on TikTok. Head over there and obviously enjoy it as well. It's all a bit of banter and a bit of fun. And as we said already, gamble responsibly, and we will be back with you again real soon. Cheers, bro.
Hey, brother.